The opera work that we're involved in is through my company, which is a production company. So I create and produce this work, and it's new opera work, and it's really looking at contesting the idea that opera is an elitist art form, but crucially engaging underrepresented artists and creating engagement for new participants and audiences into the arts and heritage. So the audience see their stories and people like them reflected on the stage, which, if we think about most opera work, or indeed performance work in general, is usually largely underrepresentative of the very diverse community that we inhabit in East London, but as Great Britain. And in many ways, as a community, as the UK, I would say it's really important that the stories we're telling about each other to each other are representative and inclusive, so we can have that national conversation in a meaningful way. And this one particularly features the sensitive history of the Roma community.
The story of The Stopping Place is about two sisters and who kind of tell their story through music, through their history, their family histories and their journey to where they are now. So it's a contemporary piece, but with the context of the Holocaust.
So whilst we create and draw on Roma music, histories, heritage, language, and those key roles for main characters from the Roma tradition, we're also placing them in a space actually surrounded by artists and performers from other communities. So in this particular piece, The Stopping Place, we work very closely with the Newham Music Education Hub, and we recruited a chorus of young people at secondary schools, of 8 young people from diverse backgrounds, to share that stage and be part of the professional production. And then more so than that, we also recruited an orchestra of 46 young people to play the original score and be part of the performance, and also invited 5 secondary schools, what often calls hard to reach schools, schools that don't often have the chance to engage in professional performance work, to come and be part of that performance each evening and sing as part of the show.
I will say the production and the performance I heard last summer, I don't want to overegg it, but I am. It was mind-blowing. It was the impact you could see. I could see in those young people the joy, the enthusiasm, the excitement. I mean, it was really unbridled excitement. They came away thinking felt they had performed at the highest level. They genuinely believed it, and for us in the audience, they did. It was incredible. Working with the best people brings out the best in young people, and then that will trigger. For some of them, they will go into the creative industries. I don't doubt that for 1 minute.
We work very closely with the Roma Holocaust Library in Russell Square, who provide us with the materials around the sensitive histories, and a lot of that was personal testimonies from that sensitive history of the Holocaust. We created an oral history project around that for contemporary Roma people to add and augment that Roma archive that Wiener held, but also utilise material from the catalogue of Wiener in order to put that into the design of the show. So the authenticity starts to grow from there. Also, in the development of the project and the performance work, working very closely with those Roma artists in order developing the characters and the music, as well as the stories, and also the language that's there that is very particular to Roma communities alongside English. So there are a number of approaches we take in the methodology to try and ensure that authenticity is there. Crucially also, we work throughout the process to create an opera like this. It takes us about 2 or 3 years. So the first thing we do is try and build trust and partnerships with the Roma support group, which is based in Newham, and other Roma support organisations, so that we're sharing the work, discussing with them, bringing audience in. So we're constantly testing what their view of this work is as the community most at the forefront of these, and often in very challenging situations. So building that trust for us is a key part of this project, and why in a way it can't be done quickly. And although I would retain artistic control, that co-collaboration, that co-creation in that respect is vital. It's really important that people recognise themselves in the art and culture that we create, and so that they see there is a space for them in this national story that we have, and that they are part of driving what is wonderful and to be celebrated about arts and culture in the UK. And so actually, if we diversify those stages, both on the stage, behind the stage, the culture and communities that are involved in enabling that work to happen in the creation of that work, then that is really the key mission that I have.